Yeah, I just gave my little monologue for no reason. I was on, I was not on the right channel. No, I was on the wrong channel. But we're here. We're here now, man. Sorry for everybody that was on Black Columbo, but I had to get rid of that, man. That stream over there. I had to end that stream over there because we need to have everybody centralized tonight, man. Tonight is the night. Let's go.
Events after theme. A wild turn of events after thieves failed to steal an ATM. They crashed during their empty-handed getaway, with one continuing his attempted escape by stealing a sheriff's deputy squad car. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie Bang. WGN's Emmy Victor is live at police headquarters with the latest. Emmy.
Well, Jackie, thankfully, the officer was out of the hospital tonight, but that suspect was able to travel for miles with that stolen squad car before being stopped. All of this got started at 7 this morning when thieves tried to steal an ATM right in front of a store clerk. A Cook County deputy is recovering after a suspect allegedly stole his squad car and struck him with it. It happened.
Okay, so what do we do with the guy who stole the squad car and hit the cop with his squad car after stealing the ATM? Like, what do we do with that guy? Like, I mean, because it seems to be the system. There's a lot of the system has trouble dealing with these people. And then how do we punish people who have done lesser things? How do we punish the guy who's like got in a bar fight, or the guy who has or the girl who's flattened her boyfriend's tires or keyed his car? How do we deal with that in proportion when we're not going to punish, when this guy's going to be on the streets in 24 hours and he's going to end up getting some kind of light sentence when it's finally fully adjudicated?
Struck him with it. It happened early this morning following an attempted ATM smash and grab at a gas station in Gage Park.
Black guy came inside, he's checking the ATM. I thinking this drunk, so I did not care.
Store clerk Mohammed Zamir says he was working at the Amoco near 55th in California when 4 people wearing masks walked inside the convenience store. To his surprise, the suspects didn't confront him.
He did not say nothing and did not nothing show me, but he eye contact. So I'm scared. So I go backside, call to police.
Surveillance video shows the thieves spending several minutes trying to steal the ATM, but their tools failed to get the machine to budge. The suspects then fled the scene in an SUV just as police arrived. The thieves traveled 3 miles before crashing into a 65-year-old man's SUV near 31st in California. Police caught up with 3 of the suspects at the crash site and arrested them.
They said one handgun was recovered from the crash at 31 in California.
The 4th suspect hopped into a deputy squad car to escape, striking the officer who saw the crash and stopped to assist.
Sorry about that, Gaucho Malo. I had to come to the main channel. I'm glad you're back, though. Glad you found us. Sorry about that.
A multi-agency response followed as law enforcement worked to track down the stolen vehicle. Police ultimately caught up with the suspect and the squad car near 76th and the Dan Ryan.
The vehicle is slowing down from the spikes. The tires falling apart.
The suspect was taken into custody shortly after by the Illinois State Police. The injured deputy was treated at the hospital and has since been released. This incident comes amid a series of ATM smash and grabs reported across the city. Chicago police issued an alert Wednesday after dozens of businesses were targeted in recent weeks. In many of these cases, Chicago police say 4 or 5 suspects were allegedly involved. However, it isn't clear whether that incident this morning in Gage Park is connected to any other of those smash and grabs. We're reporting live from 35th in Michigan. Emmy Victor, WGN News.
Wow.
Chaos broke out at Swatch stores across the country during the release of a highly anticipated watch collection, including here in Austin at the Domain, where 3 people were arrested early this morning. KXAN's Madison Myers has
salute to you, Thousand Low. Thank you for doing that.
more on what led up to the arrests and why there's so much attention on the watches.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Chaotic moments unfolded early Saturday morning outside the Swatch store at the Domain.
There you go.
As hundreds of people lined up for the release of the Royal Pop Pocket Watch collection. A highly anticipated collaboration between Swatch and luxury watch brand Audemars Piguet, often called AP. One of those waiting in line was Ruben Mendoza.
There were also some really tense moments. There was a couple shoving, a couple arguments, a couple of almost fights.
While Mendoza was hoping to get the watch as a graduation gift for his little brother.
Oh man.
Video he took captures the moment the crowd turned chaotic. Austin police say a fight broke out around 4 Saturday morning.
Look who it is, niggas. It's all types of people down here. There's all types of people down there. Every race, Armenian, Iranian, Venezuelan, Chilean. Everybody's down there. It's not just niggas down there.
Video he took captures the moment the crowd turned chaotic. Austin police say a fight broke out around 4 Saturday morning. Shortly after, Swatch decided not to open the store over public safety concerns. Officers say a crowd was asked to leave, but some refused. 3 people were arrested for criminal trespassing.
That was kind of scary because I didn't know if I was going to trip, fall, and someone's going to run over me or what was going to happen.
Signs now posted outside the store say the watch will not be sold until further notice.
I'm a watch guy. I just like watches. And I was interested in seeing the collab.
Aiden Nowitzki was also there and says things were chaotic from the start.
There's no line at all. It's just like a mass crowd of people. It was insanity because they had the security guys coming out saying, we're not opening today. They had a big sign on the door that says, we're not opening. And the people in the crowd are like, we don't believe you.
A statement Swatch issued prior to the drop reads, to ensure the safety of both our customers and our staff in Swatch stores, we kindly ask you not to rush to our stores in large numbers to acquire this product. The Royal Pop collection will remain available for several months.
I think that they could have done a better job, maybe like setting out ropes for people to line. There was nothing like that.
Now, many who waited on Saturday say they're reconsidering whether they'll try again.
But if it's something like what I experienced the other day, I'm good on it.
Madison Myers, KXAN News.
And KXAN reached out to Swatch for additional.
Jeez. Salute to everybody out here, man. Hit that like button, sponsor the show, support the channel, man. We getting in, man. We going in, man. A lot going on, man. A lot going on. I want to see that one. I want to see that. Let's see. Everybody hit that like button as you come in, man.
First, those 2 deadly shootings involving police. We have learned both incidents began at the same location in Fort Worth. And tonight, a family member of one of those victims, along with police, with versions of this violence. Our Bracela Holguin with tonight's story.
My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Emmett Mayo says,
Yeah, there was some rough white boys right there, man. There was some rough looking white boys, man. You see white boys look like this, man. It's like, damn. But you know, here's the thing. I've seen guys like this. I've been around guys like that. They still white, though. They still white. So they still have white sensibilities, right? They still easier to be around than some niggas. And I'm talking about if you, not if you're like a lame or something. Yeah, then they gonna act like real niggas and shit. But if you just a regular person and you're around these guys have they still white. No matter how much they try to be black, you still are who you are. You're still who you are. Shout out to my man Eric Boatwright. He says, what's up? I just watched one of your recent videos and I disagree with you on Steph White. I think the public pressure gets loud enough and long, she will find an exit route. Well, you know what? I was thinking about what to do with that other channel, Ock Nation Red Zone. And so many people go live, and I don't really want to go live on a WNBA in during the daytime. But I was thinking there might be a time at night or in the morning. There may be a window for me to go live on the WNBA. And when I do, you guys will be the first to know. Because I can do that on that other channel. I don't want to do it on my channel on Ock Nation TV where I drop the videos because I don't want to mess up my algorithm with live streams. I want to keep my algorithm. I want to keep that channel just for pre-recorded videos. But yeah, I do need a vehicle to where I can do WNBA content and engage with you guys, the viewers, the fans, about WNBA content. So look out for something on, and I'll get you guys straight. I already have the channel, but I'll tell you guys. I'll drop notifications when I go live over there. We can talk about all the WNBA stuff. Right now, we're just covering this crime this weekend, all the events of this weekend. A lot of crazy stuff going on this weekend. We're covering the events of this weekend, and we'll cover that WNBA stuff soon, very soon.
First, those two deadly shootings involving police. We have learned both incidents began at the same location in Fort Worth. And tonight, a family member of one of those victims, along with police, with versions of this violence. Our Bracela Holguin with tonight's story.
My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Emmett Mayo says his son, 26-year-old Elijah Mayo.
You knew this guy? Somebody says, I know Emmett Mayo personally. Damn, Paulie D. Emmett Mayo's the father, right? You know the father? You know the father, Paulie D? Yeah, man, my condolences to him, man. His son, was his son mixed with a hombrito? He was blood in East Fort Worth back in the 90s and the 2000s. Yeah, he looked like it. So is he a white guy or is like what's, I can tell he's white, but what's the son's nationality? Is the son looks like he's mixed with hombrito or something, man. The son look like he mixed with something. Look at that hair texture and look at the son looked like he mixes. I don't know. Maybe he just got a look. Okay, his ex-wife is black. Okay, so his son's biracial. Okay. Yeah, I knew the son looked like he was mixed with something. Damn. You can hear the pain in the guy's voice when he talks about it. You can hear the pain in his voice. Listen.
My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Emmett Mayo.
Damn. Think about it. You're a blood. You're a gang member. So you bring your kid up in that life. Your son wants to be just like you. And that lifestyle is what causes him his death, his demise. And now he's got to be regretting everything, because who gives a fuck about the Bloods and shit? Your son got killed. Who gives a fuck about any of that? Fuck all that shit. Fuck staying true to the streets. Fuck the cold. Fuck all that shit, man. If that shit costs you your son's life, man, none of that shit means nothing. That's sad, man. And listen, the son, might have thought, okay, I'm so-and-so's son. My dad, he's connected. He knows everybody. Therefore, I'm connected. I know everybody. But these incidents, no matter who you know, no matter how connected you are, little incidents. Anybody, I could kill somebody. I could blow some guy's head off that was a major figure in the streets. If I just get pissed off and I crash out and I don't know who the fuck you are, we just having this interaction and you piss me off and I blow your head off, and then later on I find out you're some big blood son or something. Anybody can just Damn.
My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Emmett Mayo says his son, 26-year-old Elijah Mayo, is the man Fort Worth police killed Saturday morning.
He was coming to perform here, 88 Dome.
He says his son...
Oh, his son was coming to perform. 88 though, whatever. He's some stereotypical nigga though, man. And his behavior, man. You can't say this doesn't bode well for, like, if his son is behaving like this, he could have possibly been behaving like other YNs and other street dudes do when they're around the police. Like, what's the difference? How are we supposed to believe that this guy behaves differently than how are we supposed to believe that this guy behaves like this, which is typical YN behavior, yet around police he behaves differently than the YNs? Press 1. It's very hard to believe that. So Emmett was known as a real OG in the East Fort Worth street scene back in the day. Yeah, salute to him, man. I mean, you can hear the pain in his voice, man. That shit is not, that you can hear the pain, you can hear it.
Is a rapper, goes by the name of Eastwood Dub.
So Eastwood Dub.
He had a performance at a party in the neighborhood, but before taking the stage, there was a shooting.
Then they said, well, we just had a shooting over here. So he walks, he asked the guy, could I still get my money, right, for his show and his flyer? And the gentleman said, they had a little altercation behind that. They fired.
Yeah, nah, you can't get your money. If we had a shooting before you, what do you guys think? You guys tell me what you think about this. I don't want to color your commentary. What do you guys think? This guy, he's a rapper. He's set to perform at a party. He shows up. There's already been a shooting at the party. People dispersed. Cops will be there soon. We're not having a performance tonight. Do you think this guy should have still expected to get paid? Who thinks that? Who thinks that this guy should have still been expected to be paid? I think I feel like if you're dealing with like Ticketmaster or big venue or something like that, maybe through a manager or something or talent agency, maybe. But you're just performing at a party? You just performing at a party? I don't know if you deserve to get paid. I don't know. I don't know. No, let me put it like this. I don't know if you can expect to be paid, man. If you want to come up, man, you got any information about this, you can hit the the link is in the chat, man. Yeah, man. But salute to everybody out there, man. I don't know if he could. I don't know if it was wise to beef over the payment. I don't know if it was wise to beef over that. I don't know, but maybe that's just the way they are. You know, it's about, like, yeah, man. Did they pay you, dog? Nah, man, I ain't pay. Man, fuck that, man. The bitch ass niggas need to pay you for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like peer pressure. You running with gang members, they on some, gangster type shit. They gangsters, so they, if it's money anywhere in the vicinity, they want a cut of it. You know what I'm saying?
Was a shooting.
Then they said, well, we just had a shooting over here. So he walks. He asked the guy, could I still get my money, right, for his show and his flyer? And the gentleman said, they had a little altercation behind that. They fired shots at him first. He returned fire to protect himself.
Emmett says his son tried to get away from the situation, and that's when police showed up.
As officers were moving to the area where the shots were being fired, they encountered an individual that was armed with a handgun. At one point, the individual pointed the handgun at our officers, did not follow directions or orders to drop the handgun.
Okay, that's a huge problem right there. Yeah. Because they didn't just initially show up and shoot him. And we know this is all on body cam. Thank God to the niggas that begged for body cam. So they showed up, commanded him to drop the weapon, get on the ground. He didn't do it. You got smoked. That's how it goes, man. Period, point blank. That's how it goes. No fucking end of discussion. They tell you to drop that weapon. I don't give a fuck if it's a knife. They tell you to drop a knife. Fuck a gun, a knife. Fuck a gun that might have a switch on it or anything like that. If they tell you to drop a knife, you better drop that shit. Press 1. So he just got in a shootout with the guys at this party. And then the cops roll up.
Officers were moving to the area where the shots were being fired. They encountered an individual that was armed with a handgun. At one point, the individual pointed the handgun at our officers, did not follow directions or orders to drop the handgun. Our officers fired upon that individual and struck that individual.
The shooting took place in Caroline Green's front yard.
One thing led to another. He was laying there. The ambulance came out. I said, that man is dead.
As police were investigating this case, Chief Eddie Garcia says a driver sped by and allegedly tried to hit officers. A pursuit began. The suspect got on Interstate 820. Police were able to stop the driver by using a pit maneuver.
As officers were approaching the suspect vehicle with their guns drawn, the suspect did not comply with orders and at one point grabbed the officer's handgun, and at which point officers opened fire on the suspect.
The suspect died at the scene and has yet to be identified. Police have not said if the two incidents are somehow connected. In Fort Worth, Mercedes Holguin, CBS News, Texas.
We do want to begin with breaking news. This is in the historic Grant Park area where the home of Zoo Atlanta lives. That's where a bomb threat was called in, causing the zoo to be evacuated. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Eric Perry. All of this happening about an hour ago. After a thorough check, Atlanta police say it was a false call. But the chaos still there. Fox 5's Annie Mapp is live at the zoo. And Annie, you spent some time talking there with those who were evacuated, a lot of families out on such a gorgeous day. Walk us through what you're seeing.
Eric, thankfully it was a false call, and this scene now looks very different from what it looked like just about 10 or 15 minutes ago. There were over 8 Atlanta police cars here, also some Atlanta fire rescue workers that responded as well to this scene. Again, we're being told that this was some type of threat that happened about an hour or so ago. I got here around 5:10, 5:12, and all we saw was just a line of police cars, APD searching the property, also some different canines as well. And then we just saw a large amount rather of zoo workers who were just waiting outside. So it's unclear at this moment who potentially made this threat or how it was made. But again, thankfully, we are being told that it was all false, but it did cause families and people who were here at the zoo and workers to have to evacuate from the property while Atlanta police did their investigation. Take a listen at what one person told me who witnessed it all.
It's kind of scary because we do have a lot of things that are going to be coming to the city for the summer. So it is a little bit like nerve-wracking, especially for like people with kids, families, things like that. So I'm just hoping that the city is able to figure out what's going on. I'm hoping that it's just a hoax and that it was not an actual threat, or that there was not an actual bomb in place. But
Seemed like a nice woman, man. She seemed like a nice woman. And she looked better than any woman in Philly, man. She a Philly 8. She a Philly 8, man. Press 1. She a Philly 8.
it's very scary. We just have a lot of things that are going to be going on very soon here.
Again, it was just a hoax, but as you can imagine, Eric, I mean, there's families there with small children, strollers. So when you're told to evacuate, people are running and trying to get to their cars because you just don't know what exactly can be going on. Of course, we're going to try to find out how that threat was made and by whom. We're still waiting to hear back from Atlanta police and from zoo officials as well. For now, reporting live at the zoo, Annie Mapp, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, such a scary situation, but thankfully, it was a false call. Thanks so much, Annie. Our other big story, police are looking for whoever shot 4 people in downtown Atlanta. This happened overnight. Police say it started as a double shooting on Forsyth Street, but then there were 2 additional victims. Fox 5's Tara Jabor is live outside APD headquarters. The Greyhound station not too far from those headquarters and where you're standing.
Yeah, Eric, that's right. The Greyhound station is just really a couple blocks from Atlanta Police Headquarters. We know that 4 people were shot overnight. Now, all of those people are expected to be okay. Now, police say that when they originally responded to this scene, there were 2 people that had gunshot wounds. Then they found a 3rd victim near the Greyhound bus station. A 4th victim later showed up at the hospital. Now, all these people told police that an unidentified group of people began shooting at them. Now, I went back to the area where the shooting happened this afternoon. People told me they don't really feel comfortable walking around after hearing about the shooting that happened early this morning.
Not familiar with the area, definitely don't want to be caught up in an area that's known for a lot of violence and don't want to get caught in the wrong area. And so being that I don't know a whole lot about the area and the places to avoid, I just avoid it altogether.
It's just that something you have to be cautious for. You have to watch your surroundings at all times. At least that's what I do.
Now, this shooting is still under investigation. Anyone with information should contact the Atlanta Police Department. Reporting live from Atlanta Police Headquarters, Tara Jabor, Fox 5 News.
Hey, Tara, thanks so much. We do have another double shooting to tell you about.
Yikes.
This in northwest of the city. It happened on Donnelly-Hollowell Parkway just before 1 this morning. Responding officers arrived to find 2 men with gunshot wounds, both taken to the hospital. No word yet on what led up to the shooting.
Yikes. A lot of shooting going on in Atlanta, man. Shout out Joe Curry in the building. Salute, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash it. Smash that like button, man. We in the building, man. Live and direct, man. Live and direct.
Accused of the brutal stabbing that claimed the life of a woman on the Atlanta Beltline remains in the Fulton County Jail this evening.
Thursday's broad daylight attack shocked Atlanta residents as well as people who walk on the Beltline every day. And today we learn more about the suspect and the woman he's accused of killing. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us live from LaGrange, where that young woman is from. Angelique.
Well, good evening to you both. I talked with the grandparents of Alyssa this afternoon, Alyssa Page. As you can imagine, they're having a very tough time with this development. They described their granddaughter as being a very sweet young lady, but they say they're not yet ready to talk about their loss on camera. Now, Atlanta police say that suspect Jamar Brown was responsible for stabbing the 23-year-old who is from LaGrange. Brown was
Jesus Christ. Niggas are pestilence. Like, I think about any black person that actually just happened to be walking on that trail. Like, you're not a criminal or nothing. You're just walking on the trail. People look at you crazy, man. And they should. Fuck your feelings. Every crime on this fucking trail has been committed by a nigger. Fuck your feelings. Fuck you mad there's people looking at you funny. Tell your people to stop committing so much crime over here. Yeah, man. But yeah, it makes it tough on the rest of us, man. Damn, he just stabbed. She looked like she could have been black or Latino, man. Let's see. Yeah. It wasn't a white one he stabbed.
Brown was arrested yesterday by 2 Atlanta police officers who spotted his bike on Peachtree Street and quickly made the arrest. Now, this morning, Brown waived his first court appearance at the Fulton County Jail. We learned the 21-year-old had been arrested several times before and now faces murder, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, and possession of a knife during the commission of a felony charges in connection with that fatal stabbing. Now, city leaders are praying for Mrs. Page's family and are relieved by the quick arrest.
We want to make sure that the Beltline is entirely safe, just like we want every city street, every city path, everywhere. But we know that the Beltline is a high traffic area, and this happened during the daytime. And this is an individual that probably was just going about a normal activity on the Beltline that most people do. And to have this happen, we know that gives people a little bit of concern or a lot of concern. But just know that we have APD on the bike patrols that are on the Beltline. We have camera networks.
But this is certainly the group project that the mayor speaks of often. So many law enforcement agencies were going through cameras as well, as was Georgia Tech. The FBI quickly responded with resources to help in this case, and every member of the Atlanta Police Department was searching. Even 2 officers that were responding to a different call, not related to this.
And Atlanta police say that Brown was likely having a mental health episode. They also say that he attacked a postal worker with a rock just before this, and he stabbed another person on the Beltline. We are told that both of those victims will make full recoveries.
That's bananas, man. They just going around stabbing people, man. And of course, we're gonna hear that his track record, his priors, criminal record, yikes. We're gonna see that was actually not just a red flag. It was a fucking disqualified. Salute to everybody out there, man. Salute to everybody out there, everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody that's in the building.
Also tonight, Baltimore police are investigating 2 shootings, leaving teenagers injured. Those investigations come after 2 other teens were shot in Baltimore County last night. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson. Investigations are underway in both of those shootings. The latest shooting reported just after 5:30 this evening in East Baltimore. Officers found a 15 and 17-year-old on North Potomac Street near East Biddle Street. Both were suffering gunshot wounds to their bodies and were taken to the hospital. Now, that shooting happened an hour and a half after a shooting in Northwest Baltimore. Police responded to Furley Avenue around 4 p.m. and found a 16-year-old boy shot in the leg. He was taken to the hospital. Well, tonight we're tracking these investigations and hearing from residents. Fox 45's Keith Daniels shares their stories.
A 16-year-old boy shot in Northeast Baltimore. Police working the scene on Furley Avenue and Minnesota Avenue. Detectives on both streets with yellow evidence markers on the ground. The gunfire broke out.
I was just in the house and I heard 2 gunshots.
Right outside Tanisha.
Jeez. God damn. Shit. But you can tell she's still a woman by the way she sounds. Damn, that's a butch dyke. That's a Disney. She put the D in dyke.
I was in the house and I heard 2 gunshots.
Right outside Tanisha Clark's front door. Another incident in the city involving juveniles and gun violence. Clark's doorbell camera with images of this incident in real time. 2 boys seen, one of them hurt.
You saw them walking this way? Yes, so if you look at the live feed, they were coming down this side of the block, and then I saw 2 gentlemen this way, and that's when I heard like, oh, bro, you got hit, and then they kind of stumbled down this way on the block. But it didn't record it because it wasn't in proximity to the actual door camera.
Detectives on the scene verifying that no images were recorded. Images, perhaps, that could have helped in the investigation.
Police arrived on the scene at about 4:16 p.m. Officers found the boy on the ground with a leg wound. Detectives trying now to determine exactly what happened.
Just over an hour after that shooting on Furley Avenue, with that victim taken to the hospital, listed in stable condition, more gunfire. Police responded to North Potomac Street near East Biddle Street.
I mean, we talk about it every day, but it's nothing getting done.
Another boy shot. Officers found a 15-year-old boy and 17-year-old male with multiple gunshot wounds, both taken to the hospital, both listed in stable condition. Residents in that neighborhood frustrated over the gun violence and the juveniles involved.
It's sad when you talk about children and guns, because I have grandkids. Yes, it's real sad.
you know, and we got to worry about our safety for our children. So yeah, it's kind of sad. Like it makes you angry because it's like everybody wants to get in and say things about it, but nobody's doing nothing about it.
Back on Clark's block, much of the same concern.
It's heartbreaking, actually. Disappointment, sadness, fear. And we have a 12-year-old daughter. And the first thing that I thought was like she could be out front riding a hoverboard, which she typically does after school. She just wasn't here. It's a scary thought that she could have been outside in broad daylight when the incident happened.
Tough living in Black communities, man.
Right now at 6, a Glen Burnie man faces dozens of charges tonight after a shooting spree all across Prince George's County. We've got a live report on everything we've learned. Plus, demonstrations break out.
This is the second time this happened this year, man. Second time this happened this year. Earlier this year, a dude went crazy in in PG County and shot a bunch of people. This is the second time this happened this year. What is it about PG County that's inviting all these crazy niggas into it?
Demonstrations break out across D.C. today against the Iranian regime. What they're calling for as Iranian leaders lay out what they need from the U.S. to end the war. And rail workers walk off the job, ceasing operations at the largest commuter rail system in North America. The reason months of contract negotiations failed and the mess that lies ahead for hundreds of thousands of commuters. Fox 5 News at 6 starts right now. But we begin tonight with that update on a shooting spree all across Prince George's County yesterday afternoon. 2 people were hospitalized, and that suspect is now behind bars. Tonight, as that accused gunman faces dozens of charges, we're learning more about his criminal past. Fox 5's Regina Rita is in Riverdale now with the newest details from investigators. Regina?
Yeah, well, Sydney, we're back at the scene where that alleged shooting spree came to a halt. This is on 67th and Patterson Street. You were covering this last night. You can see right now streets are back open compared to yesterday where most of this area was blocked off. But now we're learning new details about the suspected gunman. Take a look on your screen. Police have identified the suspect as 68-year-old Larry James Simpson of Glen Burnie. Fox 5.
68-year-old. A 68-year-old YN. That's crazy, man. A 68-year-old YN. Yo. Unbelievable.
Area was blocked off, but now we're learning new details about the suspected gunman. Take a look on your screen. Police have identified the suspect as 68-year-old Larry James Simpson of Glen Burnie. Fox 5 also uncovered court records matching Simpson's description that show prior convictions. While police have not confirmed the connection, court documents indicate Simpson was once charged with first-degree murder in a case dating back nearly 39 years ago. Other past charges listed in those records include robbery with a deadly weapon and assault with the intent to murder, rape, and rob. As of yesterday, investigators say he's facing 66 charges tied to a series of shootings and carjackings at 5 different locations from across northern Prince George's County. Police say the violence began on Friday around 2:30 p.m. when officers received reports of a man pointing a long gun out of a car window in College Park. Witnesses say several shots were fired, but no injuries were reported there. A short time later, investigators say Simpson opened fire on a car along Riverdale Road. A 64-year-old driver suffered cuts to his head after a bullet shattered the car window. He was taken to the hospital with injuries that were not considered life-threatening. And minutes later, police say Simpson crashed into another vehicle at 67th Avenue and Patterson Street, causing his SUV to overturn. Investigators say he then got out and carjacked a Nissan, shooting at least 4 people during that encounter. One man was critically injured but is expected to survive. The rampage finally came to an end with the help of an off-duty officer who was nearby, called for backup, and helped take Simpson into custody. Now, we spoke with a neighbor today who heard the gunshots in that area.
I heard the shooting up there, and I said, don't go to the window, because they could shoot through these windows in a heartbeat. And I just sat there and watched the police come up.
And guys, you're looking at a live image here of just one of the vehicles that were impacted by that incident. You can see right there the front bumper also damaged from where the SUV actually overturned and crashed. Now, investigators say this is still an ongoing investigation. They are asking the public's help in this area if they have any surveillance video, any evidence that could help in this case. They are urged to call law enforcement. Back to you.
We have new details on a separate shooting in Laurel.
A 68-year-old YN. Jesus Christ. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. A 68-year-old Y fucking N. Ain't that a bitch?
At 10, we're here for you.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Darian Trotter. New at 10, we've learned the names of the two children who died in a vehicle set on fire yesterday. 5-year-old Adrian, also known as Akil, and his 7-year-old sister, Aliza Alana. Tonight, we've obtained photos of the children police say were killed by their own mother. Investigators say she drove from the Valley to San Antonio Friday morning, parked near 151 and Loop 410, then set the car on fire, the children inside. News 4 San Antonio's Phil Sterling has exclusive video of the mother whose recent behavior had neighbors concerned. Phil.
Aliza dreamed of becoming a doctor and believed.
Yo. What the fuck? Look at that bitch, man. Yo, look at that bitch, yo. Yo, what the fuck? Is that meth? Crack don't make you look like that. That's meth. That gotta be methamphetamines, man. Imagine with those kids, poor kids, man. She had them kids by a son man. You tell son man dropped it off in her drawers. She must have looked different when that son man dropped it off in her drawers. Damn. Rough looking bitch, bro.
Behavior had neighbors concerned. Phil.
Aliza dreamed of becoming a doctor and believed she was a little angel. Her little brother, Adrian, their father says was a nonverbal, autistic, full of energy, and always ready to take on the...
Okay, so she had an autistic kid. A lot of parents, having an autistic kid is a struggle. You know what I mean? Having an autistic kid is a challenge. So she a single mother with an autistic kid. She looked like she on, God damn, I don't know what the fuck she could be on, but and she snapped. Drove to San Antonio and set the car on fire. Unforgivable. That this should be a death penalty case too, but I know they're gonna say she's crazy or some shit like that. Life in prison though.
The world in his own way as their father struggles to make funeral arrangements and process the tragedy. We're learning more from neighbors of Marlene Vidal in this exclusive interview you'll see only on News 4 San Antonio. Neighbors in Edinburgh are speaking exclusively to us about what they describe as strange behavior from Marlene Vidal in the days leading up to the fire.
Tenía el pelo bien cortito, como que se lo había rapado. Y le dije, oh, te cortaste el pelo. En inglés le dije, y dijo, oh, yes, it's because I have breast cancer and I cut it myself.
One neighbor tells us it started last week. She says Vidal suddenly ran towards her vehicle that day as she pulled into her driveway and began asking if her husband was home. The neighbor says Vidal claimed she kept hearing gunshots from New Year's celebrations and wanted to talk to him about it.
Ya vino, fue cuando me preguntó que si no había oído balazos o si no sabía quién balaceaba aquí.
When the woman told Vidal her husband was not home and she didn't know what she was talking about, the neighbor says Vidal told her a police officer friend had warned her the gunshots were illegal. She then ran back across the street and into her house. Before this, Vidal was not usually seen outside since she'd moved in a year ago with her estranged partner and father of her children. Days later, the same neighbor says Vidal approached her again. In video obtained by Sinclair San Antonio, Vidal is seen holding both children by the hand while speaking to the neighbor. According to the woman, Vidal told her that if she heard screaming coming from the house, it was because her 5-year-old son was autistic and screamed often. She's then seen leading them away. This was days after the neighbor says she cut off all of her hair. The neighbor, who asked not to be identified, says many people are now asking why police were not called. But she says officers had been seen at the home numerous times before, leading neighbors to believe whatever was happening was already.
It's a CPS issue. The cops can't do nothing. Cops can't take your kids from you unless they arrest you. They don't. They can't remove kids from the home. It takes I think CPS to do that. Cops are asked to do everything. Cops in America are required to do everything. Shout out to Lynn. Lynn says, "God damn evening, y'all. Hope the nation is safe and sound." Yeah, man. We up in the building, man. We just doing a little late night crime catch up, man. I get on when I can now, man. My schedule has changed. So I just try to get on here when I can, man. I can't even control the hours, man. But when I get a chance, I'm going to just hit record and just start streaming, you know, because I know I miss y'all, man. I miss this. I miss the crowd, man. I miss this channel, man. I'm just trying to get on here when I can, man. As much as I can, man. Try to get on here more on this channel. Do more streams on this channel. Like the good old days.
Being handled. SAPD and the children's father, who spoke exclusively with Sinclair San Antonio, now says Vidal drove to San Antonio on Thursday, where investigators say she was found near a burning vehicle with both children dead inside. Late Friday night, Marlene Vidal was charged with 2.
I know she probably changed because of the drugs and whatever her lifestyle she living. But how good could she have looked before? Like she looked like a mouse, like some kind of like marsupial, some kind of I can't think of the name of that. I can't think of the name of it, man. It's some kind of like some kind of desert mouse or something she looked like. I can't think of the name of that shit. Jeez. She looked like something. God, there you go. Finally found it. I found it. Which one does she look like more? I think, yeah, I think, yeah. Y'all lucky I know so much about a fennec fox. Yeah, she looked like a fennec fox. She looked like a fennec fox. Tell me she don't look like a fennec fox, man. Tell me that ain't her, man. She looked like a fennec fox. They found in it lives in the desert, so it gotta let heat out, man. Those big ears are like serve as radiators to dissipate excess heat from there bodies. She looked like a fennec fox, man. Bitch. I bet you look like a fennec fox, man. That's a rough looking broad right there, man. Holy shit. Is that a lemur? She look like a lemur. Fuck. Oh shit. You know what? You might be right, man. She might. Oh shit. She does resemble a lemur too, man. We roasting this bitch. This bitch deserved to get roasted. She roasted her kids, man. This bitch deserved to get roasted after roasting her kids. Yeah. Look at a lemur. She look like this one right here. Yeah. She could pass for a lemur. Crazy bitch. Fucking A, man. This bitch scary, man. I would this bitch. I would mace this bitch if I was walking at night, man, and this bitch walked up on me, I would mace her ass. I wouldn't know if she was a zombie or the Walking Dead. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. I just maced her ass, and I'd had to apologize later, or you know. But man, you was terrifying looking bitch, man. You scary. You scary looking bitch. She's still a Philly. She a Philly 6, man. She a Philly 6. She is 6 in Philly, though. Does she look like Pee Wee Herman? Hey, y'all roasting this bitch, man. Fuck. Holy shit. I feel bad for what happened to Pee Wee Herman, man. Pee Wee Herman had a raw deal, man. If Pee Wee Herman would have did what he did now, he got caught jacking off in a movie theater. But if Pee Wee Herman would have did what he did now, that shit would have been on trending on social media for a few hours. So many people now do so much crazy shit that would have been nothing. That destroyed his career, man. That destroyed Pee Wee Herman's career, man. Pee Wee Herman, he's a casualty. Paul Rubens, he's a casualty of his times. They made a big deal about little shit like that, man. Nowadays, you jack off in a movie theater and you don't even, that's not the worst thing that happened that day, man. God damn, Pee Wee Herman, man. This bitch ugly as shit, though, man. She deserved that shit. She deserved this roasting for roasting her kids, man. Dirty bitch.
Was happening was already being handled. SAPD and the children's father, who spoke exclusively with Sinclair San Antonio, now says Vidal drove to San Antonio on Thursday, where investigators say she was found near a burning vehicle with both children dead inside. Late Friday night, Marlene Vidal was charged with 2 counts of capital murder for children under 10 years old and 1 count of arson. Court records show her bond has now been set at $2.1 million. During proceedings, Vidal appeared emotional and requested a
Jeez. Jeez.
court-appointed attorney.
El policía vino el Día de las Madres. ¿A qué vino?
No sé.
In this exclusive video captured on Mother's Day, the neighbors tell us Vidal had a visit from Edinburgh police again. While she was speaking with the officer, a delivery of Mother's Day flowers arrived. The officer then leaves a few minutes later. Vidal goes back inside. Members of the community have been visiting a memorial set up where the fire happened. One woman shared her thoughts with us on the tragedy, saying she thinks mental health played a big role in the case and wants more to be done to support mental health services.
This is going to continue happening. It's going to continue happening if they don't.
Yeah, but you can't stop mental health. Like, money is not the... Throwing more money at this shit is always the answer with these motherfuckers. More money, more tax dollars for this shit. No, motherfucker. Tired of giving you more shit. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy Fields in the building, man. What's cracking, man? He on mute. But yeah, man.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing.
I think the most amazing thing about this story was that somebody hit that woman twice.
Yeah.
Somebody made kids with her. Imagine looking into those eyes while you're doing
it. And she don't really got a great body either. I could understand if she had a great body, but she kind of like built like a refrigerator, man.
She looks like one of those like 19th century mental patients, you know, like she got out of the asylum. That haircut, those weird ears, the pointy head.
Yeah, that's one rough looking fucking bitch, man. Set her kids on fire. Like, think about the finality of that, man. She just like, bitch, you're
I think
evil.
that's the punishment she deserves.
Yeah, you're
that's
evil,
the punishment she
bitch.
deserves.
Yeah, this whole mental health shit, like, yo, like mental health. I got mental issues, man. I'm crazy. Aren't you a little nutty too?
Everybody's got mental health issues, but it's when your mental health issues affect the people around you like that, then you should be taken out. I don't think that should be an excuse for escaping the ultimate punishment.
Not at all.
She should be taken out. Just to keep her from ever being amongst not crazy people again.
Yeah.
Woman Vidal told her that if she heard screaming coming from the house, it was because her 5-year-old son was autistic and screamed often. She's then seen leading them away. This was days after the neighbor says she cut off all of her hair. The neighbor, who asked not to be identified, says many people are now asking why police were not called. But she says officers had been seen at the home numerous times before, leading neighbors to believe whatever was happening was already being handled. SAPD and the children's father, who spoke exclusively with Sinclair San Antonio, now says Vidal drove to San Antonio on Thursday, where investigators say she was found near a burning vehicle with both children dead inside. Late Friday night, Marlene Vidal was charged with 2 counts of capital murder for children under 10 years old and 1 count of arson. Court records show her bond has now been set at $2.1 million. During proceedings, Vidal appeared emotional and requested a court-appointed attorney.
El policía vino el Día de las Madres. ¿A qué vino?
No sé.
In this exclusive video captured on Mother's Day, the neighbors tell us Vidal had a visit from Edinburgh police again. While she was speaking with the officer, a delivery of Mother's Day flowers arrived. The officer then leaves a few minutes later. Vidal goes back inside. Members of the community have been visiting a memorial set up where the fire happened. One woman shared her thoughts with us on the tragedy, saying she thinks mental health played a big role in the case and wants more to be done to support mental health services.
This is going to continue happening. It's going to continue happening if they don't get it under control.
At the memorial, there's a sign that reads, "There will be a vigil at the spot tomorrow at 6. For more details on the investigation and information on how the family is trying to lay the children to rest, head to our website. Reporting live from the studio, News 4 San Antonio.
1 week after Mother's Day.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, man. Maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe the baby daddy didn't get her nothing for Mother's Day, and she's like, "I'll kill your kids." Bitches are crazy like that. Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building. Bitch, man. God damn, bitch.
Put it down. What? What I said. Not afraid of you, pig. Put it down.
Not afraid of you, pig.
Put it down. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not afraid of you, pig. You tell us a white guy.
put it down. What? What I said. Not afraid of you, pig. Put it down. Kill you. Put it down. Oh, kill you. You won't. This I won't.
Stunning new body camera video involving a Portland police officer and a man who was accused of throwing a rock at his head. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the 10. I'm Ariel Yakabazi. Lisa Balick has the weekend off. That video shows the tense moments after the man is accused of breaking into a young family's home. And as we've learned tonight, there's much more to the story. Our Ariel Salk has been tracking this all afternoon. She joins us live at PPB headquarters in downtown Portland. Ariel, it sounds like this might not have been the first time this man has terrorized that neighborhood.
That's right, Ariel. According to these court documents, the suspect in that case was arrested just days prior for allegedly exposing himself to children and then telling the person that tried to stop him that he was going to kill him. All alleged, but that is in this court document. Now, I had that exclusive interview with the woman who found that stranger inside of her home. She says that memory is going to stick with her for quite some time.
Like I have that image burnt into my retinas of somebody standing in my house.
Imagine you're up late watching a movie with your child in a place that's supposed to be the safest. Amanda Materi Brown says that's exactly what she was doing Thursday night. With her husband out of town and her 8-year-old sound asleep in his bed, she was hoping for a relaxing night in. But then she heard something strange.
I heard just a loud voice in my house, and I thought he was saying, "Get out of the house."
Instinct kicked in. Brown's brother gave her a stick when she was a teenager. Luckily, she still keeps it under her.
What do you think about this, man? Is that a good idea for a woman to confront an intruder with a stick?
There comes a last resort moment, man, where something has to happen. You know, you got a kid in the house.
Yeah, grab your kid and get out the house.
Yeah, if you can.
Or have a better contingency plan, like
a gun.
Yeah, or any. It doesn't like. Listen, I'm a big proponent of mace. Women do not like firearms. They're not into it. Women aren't into firearms. That's why I tell women mace is your friend, because it's you know, you ever heard of did you follow Game of Thrones?
A little bit.
Yeah, like a woman's weapon is poison, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's something they talked about in that thing. Yeah, man, just have some mace, man. Like it's so much it like if you hit this guy upside the head, right? Let's just say this guy's a pansy. No woman could hit me in the head with this thing. I don't even think there's like a woman that's like a trained fighter woman that could actually get through to hit me in the head that I wouldn't like grab her arm or block her arm and grab her and we'd be tussling over it, at least. You know what I mean? Or take it from her. You know what I mean? I don't think a woman could hit me with that. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to like act like I'm big and bad, but I feel like if a woman reared back,
you'd hope she's smart enough to do it from behind a doorway, you know, from cover, jumping up from behind a dresser and then giving it to you before you see it or can expect it. That's the only way she's got a chance.
Yeah, but are women brave enough to do all that? That takes a lot of bravery to encounter an intruder in a plot and to try to sneak up on an intruder when you can just dial 911 and spray him with mace from a distance. Then to just come up hand-to-hand combat.
No, it's not a place for a woman. But like I said, it's last resort shit, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Lynn, man. Lynn is in the building. He says, a new tiny version of Black Wall Street is being built in Tulsa. I'll email you a picture. We love Black Wall Street. We Black Wall Street junkies here, man.
It's kind of like it almost exists in the clouds, like Wakanda, Black Wall Street. You know what I mean? It's just a fictional fantasy land.
Yeah,
mythic.
man.
It's mythic. It's epically mythic or something. Black Wall Street.
Yeah, and the fact that they didn't call it Black Wall Street until the 80s is that is just absolutely blew my mind. I found it. Wow, Jesus Christ!
They probably had a more colorful name for it than Black Wall Street back in the day.
No, it was just the street that it was called. It was.
Well, there's a part of the town that people refer to, you know, like such and such town, some sort of name, and then the word town.
For bed.
I
over
grabbed
there
the stick, and as I was coming downstairs, he was just.
Okay, so let's see how this woman allegedly. Let's see what she did with this stick.
Fortunately, she was using that stick just
Luckily,
before the
she
guy
still
showed up.
keeps it under her bed.
I grabbed the stick, and as I was coming downstairs, he was just yelling really loudly. And I got to the bottom of the stairs, and he was there standing in my house, and I just lost it. I just went actually like full crazy.
She says the stranger was holding the lid to her metal trash can and an object in the other. She says he was threatening her. Then, without hesitation, she charged at him.
He was saying he would kill everyone. I remember that. He repeated that a few times. But yeah, I was kind of in a blind rage. I think he knew I was not somebody he wanted to mess with.
In the neighbor's Ring camera video, you can hear Brown yelling at the intruder, standing strong, protecting her children and home.
That's enough to drive a man away.
Yeah, it works a lot. This works really good within the framework of the marriage. The woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn big mouth woman is kryptonite, man.
And then I came out here and I chased him again because he was stopped in front of the house, and I just wanted him to fear me, I guess. So I went for him again with the stick, and he just
like 5'4"?
kept going down pretty fast.
Brown immediately called Portland police.
Hey, you need to stop right there.
My thing is you call the police before you confront. You know what I mean? Like, or you have the police on the line while you're confronting. Because like if he subdues you, knocks you unconscious or kills you, then he has free reign with your children. And the police are none the wiser, right?
I'm sure.
And I say these things because there's women in our nation, and they need to know that like this is being portrayed as like some great story and shit. But this woman's made
it's empowering.
Yeah, she made
she's not dead.
She made a plethora of mistakes, man.
She's lucky she's alive still.
Very lucky.
And her kid.
She's lucky that the intruder wasn't a son turd. Like there's some.
Do we know that? Have we seen him?
Yeah, there's some white guy. You can tell by the way his voice is. Some crazy white guy that was harmless, who had a trash can cover. You know what I mean? Did you see the part where they said he had the trash can cover in his hand?
Yeah,
he had the trash can top, a tin trash can top. So he wasn't armed when he got there. He picked up something when he was there. Yeah, Greenwood District, and they started calling it a massacre when the new mayor was elected in 2019. Yeah, the Greenwood District. Shout out to you, Lynn, man. The historian, man. Yeah, they started calling it Black Wall Street in the 80s. We're gonna get to that right next. The very next topic is gonna be the new Black Wall Street.
Have you done Chud yet?
No. We'll do Chud after that.
Wanted him to fear me, I guess. So I went for him again with the stick, and he just kept going down pretty
she
fast.
felt
Brown
confident enough to do that
immediately
because it
called
wasn't a
Portland
son.
police.
I bet if it was a son, man, I felt
there.
different.
Officers arrived on
I'm
the
not
scene
joking.
and say they found
No, yeah.
35-year-old Timothy Reed near Overlook.
Oh, because she knows something. What her life means. She knows that her life has meaning to this guy, even if it's the smallest. But she knows that a son intruder, her life would have. A son man would not even have to kill her. A son man could just subdue her, and he would still kill her. You know what I mean?
Right.
He would still kill her just off a GP.
Park. In this newly released body camera footage, you can see the moments Reed appears to throw a softball-sized rock at the officer's head.
Put it down. What? What I said.
After a brief struggle, Reed is taken into custody.
If he was
Brown
black, they
says
would
her
have shot his
youngest
ass.
slept through the entire ordeal, but she and her eldest son are not going to soon forget what happened.
My oldest is, he doesn't feel safe in his house now, and little sounds. And last
Where's
night
the
was,
dad?
was like it all kind of kept coming back
Ran
to
him
us.
off. She didn't say nothing about a man. She ran him off a long time ago.
I think maybe.
Portland, I'm sure that's a very woke town. I'm sure it's an epidemic of fucking single mothers there, man.
Yeah.
As we were getting ready for bed.
Now, Reed is in jail facing multiple charges, including burglary and assault. That police officer, the Portland police say, was hit with a rock. He was taken to the hospital and has been released. Reporting live in downtown Portland, Ariel Salk. Back to you, Ariel.
Let's see, Black Wall Street, man. Black Wall Street. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's just see this. This is a movie about black. We're gonna need to.
I wonder how the whites are going to be.
Life comes at you fast.
I'm not laughing at the guys.
Good people. Great friends. The love of a good woman. It's not always fair.
Watch where you going, boy.
There it is.
No way in hell. No way in hell white dudes was talking to dudes something like that anytime after slavery.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. It could happen, yes. Like we seen Chud the Builder. Like, it could happen, but the trope is that it just was the status quo. You know what I mean? That's what I'm railing against.
Every white person before 1990 was this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
To a man.
Exactly. And this was just the baseline interaction. If you're a black guy and you leave your house, this is what you're going to encounter. Yeah.
I got a backseat.
Yeah.
Didn't take a long to get to that.
At least they covered this. I'm shocked that they even gave, because this is the part that they would leave out of most Hollywood. You know, Hollywood would leave this part out, or they would make like him a white guy and her a black woman. Some shit they would do. They would just screw this up. But the fact that they actually showed this is actually crazy. Now we know they're gonna like act like she just decided this time I'm gonna, whatever.
Based on real events. And that there was once.
Did you hear what happened? That
Well,
boy
okay,
had.
so he's Dick Rowlands. He's Dick Rowlands. That's the guy who on the elevator, who allegedly accosted the white woman on the elevator attendant. So this is the story of Dick Rowlands.
Did you hear what happened? That boy has no right.
And the funny thing about Dick Rowlands is nothing happened to him. Like he moved to another place, and like his whether when it's kind of like they lost track of him or whatever, but he wasn't charged with anything. He wasn't lynched. You know what I mean? Nothing happened to him. He went completely unscathed in this incident. In real life.
I guess the racist justice system took a break for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably like, hey, they killed so many black people in this massacre. We're just gonna take it easy on them.
Did you hear what happened? That boy has no right.
They got Dale.
What?
Who got Dale?
I didn't do anything.
Sheriff? Did he just spit? Did he just spit on the ground? That is the caricature of the hayseed white guy spitting. What's going on over here? Ridiculous. Look at this guy with his overall slipping off him. He's got a skinhead.
So you mean to tell me that the part where the black people showed up at the courthouse and killed 10 white people in cold blood, then they're going to gloss over that part?
I don't know. I'm just going to say the characterization of the white people is every bit as accurate as the characterization of the black people. It's exactly as accurate.
You should hang for that. So this day, they gonna know. If they take one of us, they will have to take us all.
Can't wait.
I never meant.
All right, niggas. Listen, hold on. Let me play the last part. Hold
on. They will have to take us all.
I never meant for this to happen.
Yeah, I bet you regret fucking that white lady in that elevator, man. If you knew all that shit was gonna come behind it. Yeah, man. Let me get to this. Here we go.
The annual Black Rail Street Rally.
Fuck them other niggas because I'm down with my niggas. That's the name of that song that they play. Fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my niggas.
He even made it rhyme. It's pretty good.
Black people are a mess, man. This is the song y'all come into on Black Wall Street. Fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my niggas.
The annual Black Rail Street Rally is in full swing in downtown. People have come from far and wide to partake. I'm your North Tulsa reporter, Isabel Flores with 2 News Oklahoma. And I spoke to some guests who tell me they want to really appreciate the history of the Greenwood District.
Lucky me, I'm down here and I want the fries, and it's just been awesome. Just looking at the people, meeting the people. I never had so much fun. This is my first.
Trouble.
I'm Scott Adams on all this, man.
Trouble. The bounty hunters.
Was that a black biker gang?
Yeah, look at this white woman just there, just waiting for some black man to like darken her peripheral with his shadow so she can scream rape, right?
That's it.
So much fun. This is my first time ever being here.
Patricia Rush and Lisa Golden came all the way to Tulsa from Kansas to celebrate the 5th annual Black Wall Street Rally. They tell me they have a lot of respect for what happened during the 1921 race massacre.
If we could just learn to love each other.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she loves white people.
Jesus Christ.
We know that old sisters love white people.
Right. If we could just learn to love each other, woman.
Maybe a few trillion dollars. Maybe a few $100 billion more of welfare will make them understand how much we love.
You know how much has been done to make right the alleged wrongs, well, the wrongs and the alleged wrongs of the past? Like, why is she acting like she's teleported into 1921 and she's speaking from 1921?
Be for each other. That would be an awesome thing.
I also spoke with the Steel Fist Biker Group. They made the ride all the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Just the stories that I've heard and what I've read, knowing that that's the only building that's still standing that was here that night, all the lives that was lost, the pain and the suffering. I didn't feel easy coming down this boulevard, down the road. You know, it felt kind of strange.
Jesus Christ, man. And listen, the emotion of these things, I'm black, so I know that emotional triggers, like, we're very susceptible to that. I'm a little colder and based and analytical. And I've also trained myself a certain way. But I understand, like, the emotion that blacks get wrapped up in. You know what I mean? Like, if something happened to any black person anywhere, we take that, especially if it's done by a white person.
Yeah, that's the only variable, really, because they don't care about it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? We take that as, like, you know, it feels like it happened to you.
Yeah.
Members tell me the cultural and historical significance of Black Wall Street has definitely made an impact, and they're making a call to learn from the past.
I think that a lot of times people look at this as an African-American event. I think this is a U.S. history event. I think the things that happened to the African-American community, but I think the light should be shed on and around.
Middle looks
so
Chinese.
things don't happen like this again.
The rally goes on until Sunday evening for those who still want to join in on the upcoming events. In Tulsa, Isabel Flores, 2 News, Oklahoma.
And Isabel Flores is dedicated to telling North Tulsa stories.
Hey,
Scott Adams.
Hey, what up, y'all? We out here, man. We out here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at Route 66 Harley Davidson. Hey, we've been out here on the road, man. We done had some little near misses, but hey.
Blacks, golly, man. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people with this use this thumbnail generator.
How long will it be until the new Black Wall Street has as many son deaths on it as the so-called original Black Wall Street? How many people died in the Tulsa race riots? How many sons died?
Oh, 26.
When this thing up and running full, how long will it take 26 people to be off in that part? 3 years? 4 years, maybe?
Oh, one day. Oh, in Tulsa?
In that very street where they're all reveling in their culture. How long would it take for 26 sons to check out in that neighborhood?
If they moved in, sons, and if it was just the neighborhood, it could take a few years in that one neighborhood. It depends on what's going on there too. It depends. Yeah, they got a lot of bad guys in Tulsa, man. Tulsa's hood. Jeez. Yikes. Let's see what the builder is up to, man. We go to X, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Hit that like button. Sponsor the show. Support the channel, man. And we coming to you live in direct the wee hours, man. Wee hours of the morning, man. We here, man. We in the building, man. We are in the building. Salute to everybody out there, man, that's joining us, man. let's see. CNN reporter Isabel Rosales reads from Chud the Builder's arrest warrant. Etherly turned his body into a bladed stance and reached for his firearm before the fight even started. This means the black man he shot was acting in self-defense after seeing Chud draw on him. Chutter Bob didn't get jumped. He started it with a gun like the coward he is. Chud is cooked.
I'm on set initial bond at 1.25 million.
So we just got
1.25 billion for that. They've found other black people that have like just murdered people like for no reason in that same county. They've gotten far less bonds than the 125 billion.
I'm on set initial bond at 1.
They're gonna make an example out of
just
him.
got a hold of an arrest warrant.
Now, I do think that giving him a good bond, I think it is kind of, in this case, strategic because you'll save his life. Like he's going to get himself killed or he's going to get someone else or he's going to kill somebody. Like that's the train that this is barreling down the tracks. So it's like, if only they could use this type of discretion and discernment in every, case, random Sunman that comes in, like, hey, this Sunman is dangerous. You got to give him a high bond. Because I think Chud is could you imagine if this high profile of a case, you're a judge, you let him go, he kills somebody, yeah. Like, and they care because it's a high profile case.
For Dalton Etherly that reveals new details, including the name of the man that he got into an altercation with and is alleged to have shot, that he's facing this very serious charge of attempted murder.
What do you think is more likely what happened?
Has been identified by Montgomery.
What?
Well, every press media coverage I see, it's racist man, shoots someone. And the notion that it might have been an issue of self-defense is not even considered. But I'm wondering, I've seen a few of his videos or clips of his videos. It seems to me he walks the streets and people are either like, hey, what's up, man? I've seen your videos, and they shake. And other people just immediately start in on him like, you're the motherfucker that says this. And, and he just says, okay, he pats his little gun.
It's a little bit of both. He's he is, not just necessarily running up on everybody calling them the N-word, but he is like taunting, like, especially if it's like he's down in that bar district, Broadway, and in Nashville. So he's encountering a lot of bouncers or hosts or black people that are just in front of establishments where they're working. And he's just calling them niggers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just he's lasted a long time because he's in, I guess, Nashville. And when I was in Nashville, people were very nice. It was very clean. Have you ever been to Nashville?
I have.
Yeah, it's very clean and people are nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in DC, well, our gun laws are different too. We don't have open carry, so it wouldn't have been the same dynamic. It can only be in a place where there's open carry because he would have gotten jumped and then he would have pulled his concealed carry, or the black people he would have been getting into it, they would have been concealed carrying like illegal guns. Like we never saw him go around a bunch of YNs and do this. It's always working class black people, or so we have.
He would have to go. He would have to go into the hood to encounter that, though. I mean,
well, not necessarily. You can tell, like he's down at the nightlife spot. You can tell. You can tell the difference between a Sunman that's got a little edge to him than, a Sunman that doesn't. You know what I mean? You can tell. And sons will be down at the nightlife spot.
County officials as Joshua Fox. We also got a narrative here within the affidavit that gave a lot more details into what happened outside of that Montgomery County courthouse on Wednesday. Officers noted that they watched surveillance video, and in that video, they saw that this started out as a verbal fight that Etherly turned toward Fox and then reached for his firearm, and then a physical fight ensued. Etherly, according to this affidavit, then shot Fox multiple times. Fox was then airlifted over to Vanderbilt Hospital where he underwent emergency surgery. Now, Etherly live streamed himself, the interaction, it's caught on audio, the interaction that he had with first responders shortly after he's alleged to have shot Fox.
He said, "You start saying all that me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Now, in that live stream, Etherly says that he didn't start shooting until
There's got to be more security
Fox
footage
started
of
to
it.
beat up on him. But it's important to note that in the actual narrative of the affidavit, officers note that in the surveillance video that they witnessed, this never turned physical until Etherly pulled out his gun. Of course, we've reached out to his attorney for comment, but again, this is a live streamer who's made a name out of himself, out of essentially.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what I was thinking about earlier was he's just some live streaming troll, just like anybody that goes around Walmart fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? He's really no different than that. Like the racial element has made it like into like this big social experiment. But at the end of the day, he's no different than some little fucktard fucking Gen Z streamer that's going around pranking people who he doesn't know for laughs.
Right.
He's just playing a more riskier game. You know what I mean?
And wrapping it in some sort of free speech altruism.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually rage baiting, of saying vile content, of going up to people, especially minorities and black people, calling them the N-word, calling them chimps. So there's been a major
I've
backlash
only
in the
seen
community
that
about
when they're
this
encountering
individual
him.
for a long time before this happened.
They make it sound like he's just walking into a room and calling people those names. His crime, freedom. What is that?
It says, an important thing to note about Chud is the majority of white men fight like the guy in this video, and the majority of black men would have kept going and tried to beat him to death or stomp him with four homies. Never expect a fair fight. Yeah, I mean, there's no. Yeah, there's no.
Put away.
Yeah, there's no like if you're a black guy, right, and you know you're being recorded, I think I've seen this be the end of a fight when a black guy's not being recorded, or there's no cameras around, or there's no crowd around, or there's no girls around. Yeah, like just two homeboys fighting in the alley, or two homeboys fighting somewhere. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? It can end like this. The presence of eyeballs, or the presence of camera lenses, or the presence of females, the Sun Man starts to perform. Press 1. Sun Men perform for cameras. They want
their buddies, maybe.
Huh?
Or their buddies, maybe. You know.
Yeah, but even your buddies, like the things some men do on these videos, we see these viral videos where they're just like beating someone brains. Like a lot of times when you're fighting somebody in your own neighborhood, you grew up with this guy, you know him, or these guys over here are dangerous. You don't really want to just like mount somebody and pummel their brains into like ground beef. You know what I mean? It's a lot of times these are things where the Sun Man is performing for the camera. I'm not saying it always is like. I'm not saying that Sun Men aren't violently and don't fight in a different.
Even when it's a white guy, though.
Huh?
Even when it's a white guy, you don't think they turn it up for if they're fighting a white guy, they want to get a few extra kicks in, maybe a stomp or two? Like I see if they're fighting another son, maybe it ends without the head stomping. But if they're fighting a glider, it seems like they would just go all out. I don't know.
You know what? A lot of that is yeah. There's racial animus there, yes. But what I'm speaking of is the fact that like the extra like I'm crazy. Look at me how crazy I am. If you ever fuck with me, this is what you're gonna get. That type of energy is a lot of that is performative. But yeah, everything else we talk about is still true. I'm not walking back any of the things we've talked about over the years. I'm just saying that like Sunmen, man, if they think a camera's around, oh my God, and they know you're weak, especially if, and it's a lot of factors too. Like, yeah, some men do perform for cameras. Let's just say that. But everything, I'm not walking back anything that I said earlier. So.
Hey, I think y'all should come get
probably help them out.
Jeez, that thing, you can hear that fucking thing. It says, Chud to build the origin story. He's stupid. Let's see this.
You're allowed. It's not a lot of people are treating this like a First Amendment case. Like, well, you're allowed. It's not a crime to say the N-word, and it's not a crime to say the N-word. But this is not a First Amendment case. That's not what this is about. Yeah. Chud is not charged with saying bad words. He's charged with shooting somebody in the belly. And in the context of shooting someone in the belly, if you say words that provoke a confrontation, you can lose self-defense. It's like if you walk into a bank and say, I've got a bomb strapped to my body, give me all the money. Well, you're just saying words, right? But that doesn't mean you're not committing a bank robbery. You don't get a free pass because words were involved. It doesn't become a First Amendment case. There's nothing about this that is a First Amendment case.
Yeah, no, I agree.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, I think he would have been advised to seek legal counsel, not just his own thoughts about what the First Amendment was. He should have been like, he should have had a lawyer on what's goddamn. He should have had a lawyer where he could just consult and be like, hey,
retainer.
What is the actual thing? Like if I call somebody the N-word, is that, do I have the right to still shoot them? Because provoking, I think that's the and listen, when he finally realizes how deep of shit he, because I think he realizes it, but I think it still will take some time before he realizes how deep shit he's in. He's in deep shit. I think once he realizes that, man, he might off himself, right? He white guy, right? I mean, let's just think about it, right? He could get a dub. Let's just say he gets 7. Let's say the GoFundMe money rolls in. He gets a great lawyer. He didn't kill the guy. He ends up getting, 10 years.
Well, he might still have a self-defense case too,
Right. No. Yeah, right. But let's just say, like, I don't think he does, and I don't think he'll get that because of the politic as well. Like, got the politics working against him too. Not just for being white, but for going around calling black people niggers. So it's like, let's just say he becomes apparent, like, hey, yeah, you're through here. The lawyer's telling you to cop and take the 7 rather than go to trial. and risk getting 20. What do you think he does in that case? The lawyer's like, hey, buddy, they're offering us this 7. I say you take it because it's go to trial, and we lose, you're getting the dub. You think he offs himself?
He's got a kid. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what does
And,
that
he'll be a celebrity in jail for a little bit if he gets in with the right group
a
of
celebrity
guys.
in jail? In Tennessee?
Yeah.
Nah, Tennessee is a rough place to go to prison.
I'm sure they have, white guys that are.
Oh yeah, definitely, but still, but prison politics in Tennessee, you got Memphis, you got all these black areas, man. You got Murfreesboro, you got fucking it's just a very black state.
Mm-hmm.
And the prison politics ain't always Aryan Nation and all this shit. It goes by state. Yeah, but and will this be a federal case, or will this be a state case? Will the feds pick it up? I don't think there's no indication that the feds are going to pick this up. So let's say it's state. He goes to Tennessee State Prison as the guy like that. Did the prison politics say, "Hey, we accept you, Chud," or did the prison politics say, "Hey,
you got me.
You guys can have them. We'll give them to you guys just to keep the peace."
I don't know, man. If they do that, then they're not worth their salt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sort of living their ethos. He's walking around, dropping N-bombs wherever he wants. They sell that out. Then what are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's, man, 7 years in the pen. No thanks. I'll just keep my N-words to myself.
I don't know the prison politics in Tennessee. How it work out, but we'll see. Thank God. This one says Martin Scorsese couldn't write a better script for niggers. This guy literally does the same thing that Chud the Builder does, but just in black form. Black people should be embarrassed that some faggot is raising this. Let's see. Yeah.
Does he harass white people? Is that what it says?
Hey, boy, what you doing with that black baby, boy? Hey, yo, what you doing with that black baby?
This has got to warp his liberal mind.
What you doing with this black baby?
I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, you see a lot of this in DC too. These, especially if you're like in like Whole Foods or Harris Teeter, some kind of trendy, yuppie, kind of fucking grocery store or something.
Lifetime virtue signal,
Yeah, like you see this a lot. Man. And listen, man, I'm mixed. I'm torn with this because black people mostly adopt lighter children and mixed children. So the darker kids, and this is documented. I did several videos on this. This is a huge problem in the adoption world that black people don't adopt the dark skinned kids. So the darker kids are like, if you're a white person, a white family and looking for adoption, it's like, they'll like, you can bypass, move straight to the head of the line if you take one of these dark skinned kids. Because the black people want the light skinned kids and the biracial kids. It's a very it's a huge. It's like the best kept secret in adoption, space. So when you see this, you kind of like you're like yeah, it is fucking weird. It is weird that this fucking puppies running around with this fucking like what I'm saying, black kid and shit, and this weird as shit. But
Could be the next Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, exactly. But when you understand the dynamics within the adoption world, and that it's black people, it starts with us. So we create the surplus that allows gay couples and single men and puppies and white yuppies to say, hey, I want a kid. And the adoption agents is like, yo, I got this. Yo, we got like 1 million of these little fucking chocolate fuckers over here. If you're willing to take one of them, you can go home with a kid today. Instead of, the 6 months of wait. You know how it's
right.
People don't understand how long these adoption processes take, man. It's very what's the word? It's a very arduous a process. You got to go through a lot of background checks and shit like that, and sometimes you gotta be like vetted thoroughly, all this stuff over the years,
just to get a kid nobody wants.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it starts because it says adoption colorism refers to the systemic bias where lighter skinned children are favored, placed faster, and sometimes valued more than dark skinned children within the adoption and foster care system. This
Just
harmful
like in the community.
hierarchy affects both intercountry and domestic adoptions. So, like, if you're like some fucking body that wants the kid, you just want a kid to love. You're not like, stuck up on the color and shit. You can get a chocolate baby today. You can take 2 of them. You want 2 of them?
Imagine how this guy has to explain to his son. This guy has to explain to his son why this other guy's giving him a hard time.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes no sense.
And I promise you, the black guy will never ponder that, right? He'll live to be 175 years old. And he'll never once consider that aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like the effect that running up on this man would have on that kid.
Just this guy with the whoever the streamer is, how many kids do you think he has?
Probably, let's just say 3 by 3 different baby mothers. Let's be conservative.
My point exactly. It's like this guy's being a dad. He's with his kid. He's trying to care for him. And this guy who I'm just going to, based on the numbers, presume he's got a few kids. This is what he's doing with his time. He's harassing people that are actually trying to do a good job at what he's not doing.
Hey, boy, what you doing with that black baby, boy? Hey, yo, what you doing with that black baby? Sir, what you doing with this black baby?
Wait, trying to see something. I'm trying to see something. Wait.
No respect for fatherhood.
Huh? Huh?
Get that fucking camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that fucking camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Listen, get that camera.
What you doing, black baby?
Get that camera.
Or what?
Hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Support the channel, man. Take the $5 challenge.
Fucking
Come on
criminal.
to the show, man. Yeah, this is disgusting, man. This guy's reprehensible.
Fucking face.
Or what?
Then we're gonna have to do something.
We could do something.
Yeah.
I'm about to call 911 on you.
Call 911.
I will.
Call 911.
I will.
Go ahead and call 911.
I will.
Go
I
ahead.
will.
Call 911.
What you doing with this black baby? What you doing with this black baby? What you doing with that black baby? I will.
I would be like, see, son, this here is what we call a nigger. Don't be like
what we
him.
saved you from.
Don't be like him.
Yeah, we saved
What's
you
that?
from this. If we by being raised by me, I'll give you sensibilities that you wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, this guy's a fucking piece of shit.
I will. I will. I will. I will. What you finna
Every
do with
parent
that?
I
What you doing
see,
with that black baby?
I look at with
What you
envy
doing with that black baby? What you doing with
because I
that
know
black
that
baby?
I know how
What you doing with
wonderful
that
it is
black
to have
baby?
kids.
What'd you
Every
say?
parent I see, I have envy because I know how wonderful it is to have kids. This guy who probably has kids feels none of that. Like I see people walking their kids and pushing their strollers around and stuff, and I think this is what it's all about. And here's this ape following this man down the street who's just trying to get home with his adopted son. It's criminal. Thoughtless.
Yeah, just a terrible individual.
Baby, why you acting like you finna do something to me? Huh?
And then we find out this
Why you
guy's
being
a
so
pedophile.
aggressive?
and he
I'm
just
asking you a
picked this kid
question.
up on the way home
Why
from
you being
school.
so aggressive?
Huh?
Then we find out the guy's a pedophile who just picked this
Yeah,
kid up on the way from
exactly.
school.
That's the bad part about it. Like because these people they'll take these kids, the less desirable kids, they kind of like bypass a lot of scrutiny that you would if you were getting the good kids.
It may not be that they're less desirable. It might be like you're pointing to, like a supply and demand. There's just an oversupply of these, so they don't move as fast, from the orphanage or whatever, the adoption service.
Oh,
If
that's
there's an
what you think it is?
oversupply of sons. No, I'm saying it could be. Maybe it's
Mm.
not prejudice. Maybe it's just simply like the numbers.
Mm.
This is a disparity that we can't blame on racism, but it's just a fact of reality.
No, I didn't blame it on
There's just a
racism.
lot
I said
more.
it's colorism. I said it's black people that don't want, because black people usually adopting black kids. Even with all this, the majority of black kids adopted by black people. The majority of white kids adopted by white people. Like as much as you see this is still an outlier.
That's because it's easier to neglect a son kid. The bar for parenting isn't as high. If they had to raise a white kid, it would be very hard for a son to do that, to raise a white kid properly. The bar is very high on parenting.
Why you say
You have to read books to them. You got to bathe them. You got to make sure they have clean clothes and they go to school. It's a lot of work. You can just get a son kid and not have to do all that. It's like a starter kid. Like your first kid, maybe you should have a son kid first and kind of see if this is really for you or not. And if you can't keep that kid from murdering somebody by the age of 7, maybe parenting isn't your thing. Check out my channel, people.
Fucking A, man.
Why you being so aggressive?
I don't fight.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to Jimmy Field's channel, man.
I'm almost at 600. This has been a lot of work for 600 subs. If I could get half a dozen of you Ock Nation folks to go over and subscribe,
you ever
I
think
could
about
show my
this?
starving children that their dad has 600 subs.
I think your content. Have you ever tried? What's your? Are you still doing the same type of content, or have you done?
I took a break. I was working a lot on a show and didn't have time, but I'm going to get back into it. I got some ideas for some longer videos that I want to do.
You're working on a show. What do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're like a writer, like you write for the show, but you're not like on the camera. You just
right.
Yeah. You just write. Okay, that's awesome, man. That's great.
Why you being so aggressive? Why you being so aggressive? I'm just checking on my black brother. I don't like that. I don't like that you got a black baby. I don't know what you're doing.
Go check on your kids. Checking on my black brother.
I will. I will. I will.
This is in New York, right?
Yeah. Of course. You can even see the film on the ground. New York just got a feel. You can just feel. You just. just got a fucking nasty fucking vibe to.
But you know what's blowing me? I don't know what the fuck he stream on, but whatever he's streaming on, that's the real problem.
With Chubb the Builder going viral online.
Oh God, I can't even fucking hear this shit. Let's see. They said they wanted to go out like Chud. White boy cracker honky. I've heard it all. Let's see.
Talk, nigga. You ain't talking. No, nigga, you scared, nigga. I'm scared? Yeah, you scared. You know I ain't scared. You ain't alive, nigga. You know I ain't scared. I already told you I'm Jesus, nigga. So what you fearing, nigga? Boy, you know I ain't scared. I ain't hearing that shit, man. I ain't scared of no collar. I ain't hearing that shit, man. Listen, man. You got me fucked up. Man. Hey, get your hand out of my face, man. Fuck you, man, bro. You ain't about that life. You're not about that life, bro. Bro, you know I'm very about this life. You can't protect these two. You can't protect these two. You can't protect these two. They the ones you gotta worry about. I'm not worried about them.
If it ain't pieces, they killing white boys that crack me. But I be pissed too if a white boy don't let me. White boy, white rose, Jack Frost. Bitch, I paint your whole block like I'm Bob Ross. Came up, life was tough as a white boy. You think I'm soft? Cause I'm a fucking white boy. Ever get your ass beat by a fucking white boy? Can't fool the residue, I call that shit white boy. Came up, life was tough as a.
It's funny how like dudes, blacks feel like white boys can't beat them, but on the football field, like white boys are some of the most vicious tacklers and hitters in wrestling, which is probably one of the most contact sports. White boys dominate wrestling. You know what I mean? It's like it really makes no sense that blacks think they're physically superior to white men, considering the sports. But I think blacks do have one advantage, that like the quick, like we'll go there quicker, and that may catch a lot of people off guard. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, goddamn, you ready to fight already? Like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't even there yet. You know, like we go there, so we get into that fighting mode before other people are, and it can catch people off guard, and because we're already there, we're charged up already. I don't know, but like when I watch football games, the best offensive linemen are white guys, man. You know,
yeah.
A lot of the best tacklers are white guys. Now, boxing, yeah, that's probably what it comes from too. Like the fact that the best boxers are black. And you know, maybe that's where it comes from, you know. But we've had UFC around for 20 years now, and a lot of the better UFC guys, it's a mixed bag with UFC, you know what I mean? It's a toss-up.
Right.
But yeah, I feel the same way too, though. I'm a Sun man. I feel
Rousey
like
fight. That Rousey fight, the Rousey fight with Gina Carano was tonight, and I guess it didn't even go around.
Rousey fought tonight. Oh wow,
she fought Carano, I think, tonight. I thought I saw it in the chat.
Shit.
But it was over.
She breaks people's arms. Oh shit! They saying it happened that quick. But this is the whole fight. Wow. Carano, the girl she fighting, is supposed to be good, right?
In her day, yeah, you know.
The first of the scheduled 5 rounds at 145 pounds. Oh, immediately Rousey takes Carano down, but Carano looking for the guillotine. And Rousey pops her head out in full mount, ground and pound. Rousey looking for the
Crazy.
Incredible. The most devastating
That's a short night's work
in MMA history. And Ronda Rousey just took another.
Wow. She is amazing with that shit, though. Like, she gets you, like, she get that fucking arm, boy. You are done.
And Rousey pops her head out in full mount, ground and pound.
Wow. I wonder how much she practices that. Like, does she do that like 100 times every session, every practice?
I think isn't that how she famously won so many of her bouts?
She does every
armbar?
fight. I've never seen a fight where she hasn't done that. I've never seen her like beat somebody up or some shit. It's always that.
It's so crazy that they don't seem to have a defense against it. Everybody knows that's her move, and it all happened in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, but she can do it from any angle. That's why I'm talking about. Like, no matter where you're situated or how you guys bodies are aligned, she can get you in that from anywhere.
Yeah, she's able to get in there and get it without getting hit with a knee or something.
Jeez, look at that arm. Fucking A, man. Look at that shit, man. Fucking A.
Late in
man.
life to be suffering those injuries.
That's gotta hurt so bad. Yeah, I remember this girl. This is the girl, Holly. This is I remember that. Yeah, that girl beat the shit out of her, but she didn't get a chance. If she would have done that girl like that too, she had gotten the chance, but the girl kicked her in the
it really messed up her head too, you know. She was glad she's got her head all sorted out, that she's able to get back into a ring and try to beat someone senseless for a living.
Ow! Look at that! Oh, man. She made a mistake. A combined 19-0. Wow, right down! Look at that! Oh, man. She made a mistake.
Trailer Park Nightmare.
Ronda wants to make it happen quickly. She gave her the arm. Just like
that. There it is.
Oh, my
That's crazy, man. She just like you just gotta you gotta stay away from all this. You can't let her get you on the ground.
Happen quickly. She gave her the arm.
Jeez.
I hate watching chicks fight.
She's like a fucking like some kind of like animal or some shit, an insect that just
she gave her the arm.
Instinctually, like it's like an instinct, you know what I mean, to do that shit. Wow. Wow.
Watching chicks fight is like watching sons use the N-word. It's like, okay, you can punch a woman, but I can't. Okay, you can use the word, but I can't.
Out in full mount, ground and pound. Ronda looking for the arm.
I get no joy in that.
It's over. Mamma mia.
Watching a son use the N-word.
Yeah, I mean, I
the deck is stacked against us, is what I'm saying, Ak.
Yeah,
they punch a woman, they can win a trophy. You punch a woman, and it's no respect for your achievement. They get it's like a special whistle, you know?
Yeah.
Privileges.
Yeah. Punching a woman, it is gratifying. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you've never done it, it's a bucket.
No, I've never done it. Again, that's something only ends get to do, man. Ends get to punch their women.
And I'm not talking about a random one. I'm not talking about a random one. That's not.
I mean, like when you're walking down the street of Chicago, and you know the same guy keeps punching random women, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. I'm talking about but punching, like, because men put up with so much shit out of women, their attitude, just their basic, like, baseline attitude is just completely out of line. You know what I mean? And then the argument.
I don't know what you mean, man. I've never. It's like the N-word. I don't get to do that. I don't get to punch a woman.
Guys eat so much shit that the typical guy has eaten. The typical guy who's ever hit a woman has eaten probably 1,000 shit sandwiches before he's ever hit a woman. Press 1.
That seems like the going rate.
It's not like even domestic violence guy. Like he's just got a shorter fuse. He'll eat
20
shit
shit sandwiches gets her an accidental elbow while she's sleeping. I know that. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, honey.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's got to be some way in the future where they got to quantify the psychological abuse women do to men, because it's completely unchecked. Like there's no punishment.
It's not even unchecked. It doesn't exist. It's not
Yeah,
part of anyone's
there's no punishment. There's no acknowledgement. There's no acknowledgement.
However, if a man uses any of those techniques against a woman, like stonewalling or yelling or anything like that, all she has to do is say, "I don't feel safe," and then he's hauled away again. The system is great, man. If you're a chick, it's unbelievable how great the system works for you.
Yeah, and they still get the claim. They still have the victim, and they still get the claim that they're at the bottom. When really, like, seriously, like, if you just look at everything, like a woman, if you look at just her basic ability to always fall back on, like, you're a bad person and I'm a good person. No, I'm a victim, not necessarily a good person, but I'm a victim and you're a bad person, because, like, if you're at work, you crack on a girl, she doesn't want, even if she likes it, but if let's just say she gets pissed at you, you know what I'm saying? And then she just go to HR and be like, yo, you harassed her, or you workplace, harassment. And like,
someone has to feel uncomfortable. It's all about feelings. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. And then dudes lose.
College, so many dudes get a raw deal. Like the date rape thing in college is such horseshit. It's like these kids, they come to this college, they're all hot in the pants. They're all away from their parents for the first time. They're all fucking out of both pants legs. And you know how guys are. They'll talk, say that, and then the girl, dumb girl thought that she was gonna fuck some fucking frat boy and it was gonna stay between them. And then when she wakes up the next morning and everybody knows she's a whore, she just goes to the fucking, campus police and says she was raped. And that erases it. It literally erases it. She wasn't a whore that night. She got raped. And she doesn't care about him and his future. She doesn't give a fuck. She cares about her reputation. So it's
there's no better time to be a woman than right now. This is the best time for women in history.
Yeah,
they have everything and none of the real cost or consequences. I mean,
this is by far the best time to be a woman ever. Yeah, without doubt. Yeah, it's such bullshit, man. It's such horseshit. Even the thing about holding the door open for women, like, don't get me wrong, I do that. I do that reflexively. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do it reflexively. You know what I'm saying? But it's just,
I had a mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hold the door.
You hold the door open for women. I would do, you know what I'm saying? Like, women, yeah, they winning. They're winning across the board. You got women in fucking leadership positions every fucking where, when it's like, it just doesn't.
It can only go so far, though.
Huh?
It's a runaway train, and runaway trains all crash.
What's your channel name? Lynn wants to know your channel name, Jimmy.
It's just Jimmy Fields Productions.
Jimmy Fields Productions. Put that in the chat. Salute to Boy Katini. He says, Holly Holm, the preacher's daughter. What's happening? I used to hang out with her in Albuquerque. Her coach was Jeremy Jones, coach too. Yeah, Holly Holm. Yeah, that's the girl who beat Linda Rousey. She's smart enough not to get in the fucking ground with that woman. Shout out to Holly Holm for being smart, man. Look at her. She's trying to stay. Look, she just tried to grab. Look, she just tried to grab that arm. She doesn't even come into the ring.
Can't watch this shit.
She's in trouble, Mike. Big trouble. Can she finish it right here, right now? She shot her to the body. Ronda is in big trouble, Mike.
Stay back.
Nunez's hands are down.
Eating overhand
Ronda
right.
down. She tagged her again. Over and
Good
over.
lord.
Amanda Nunes.
Uh-oh. Stay. She has nothing else.
Oh no, it's over.
Just
Oh my god.
like that. Wow.
Look at
Wow. Flawless performance by Amanda Nunes. Stunning, devastating victory by Nunes.
That's the one that retired her, right?
I don't know.
Wasn't that her last fight we've seen her in?
Brazilian superstar.
She should have tried to get. Yeah, she tried to get that arm though. You can see her. She tried to grab for that arm. Look,
Big trouble.
she almost had it. She almost had that arm right there.
Oof. This is grisly.
Yeah. Bam. She dropped like a sack of potatoes, man. But yeah, man. Look at Tekashi 69. Oh god. Yeah. Oh wow. Saved a bunch of stuff, man. Who is it? Aaron Rodgers was seen first time with his wife. This is Aaron Rodgers' wife. Yikes. She got dreadlocks. And a gap tooth with dreadlocks. Yikes. Damn, Aaron. Hey, man. But you would think the way his kind of views, he's kind of like, he is kind of like earthy and shit like that. Like he's in the natural medicine and shit like that. He's a little bit off to you. I could see his wife being kind of like, this. He's a very young guy too. Aaron's what, 30? What is he, 30? What is Aaron? Aaron's 30. Something like that. Late 30s. Dallas, Texas pimp Juan Cole vapes and raised his middle finger during first-degree murder sentencing. He is accused of fatally shooting the wrong person who robbed and assaulted his prostitute girlfriend at the Holiday Inn in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So he's vaping during his thing. Shit. Am I showing it? Oh shit, my bad. I'm not showing it. I'm not showing the screen. Damn, I thought I was showing the screen. Did y'all even see Aaron Rodgers' wife? Did y'all even see that?
Yikes. That is a handful of crazy. There's no way she's not crazy.
Oh, no way. Yeah, she's 100%. And she's one of those, she's probably very like, what do you call it? Influential over him. Like she's probably like one of those, like she's probably got him in something where it's like she's the most important, like our team is more important than this Pittsburgh Steelers. We're the team,
She's probably got him,
she's got him brainwashed like crazy. Like she's probably got him. And didn't she isolate him from his family? Doesn't he have beef with I think he has beef with his family. He has.
I would imagine.
She looked like the type that would want to like isolate you from your family.
When the chick is the trashier looking in the couple, that is not a good sign. This guy's clean cut compared to her,
Oh yeah, he's an NFL quarterback. He's
Yeah,
a
but
fucking.
they're all tatted up, and now
He says Aaron Rodgers has been largely estranged from his parents, Ed and Darla, and his brothers Luke and Jordan for nearly a decade. The quarterback has stated the rift stems from a culmination of deeper issues dating back to high school and college, including a clash of values and the pressure of his immense fame. I wonder, they said it's been going back a decade. I wonder when he started fucking with this woman. Probably at the same time. I bet the timeline probably
You think they've been together for a decade? No way. You can't survive a decade with a woman like this. I don't care who you are. Charles Manson couldn't survive with this chick for 10 years.
Okay, he just married her last year, but when did he start? Okay. It says they met in 2017.
Wow.
So
10 years
that would
ago.
be about that would be like
Yikes.
9 years. That'd be almost a decade.
I wonder what she looked like in 2017. I wonder how far down this path she had gotten. This is all just trauma and abuse coming out of her, That's a mess.
Dallas, Texas pimp Juan Cole vapes and raises his middle finger during his first-degree murder sentencing. He is accused of fatally shooting the wrong person who robbed and assaulted his prostitute girlfriend at the Holiday Inn in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
In this state allows only one sentence for first-degree murder.
How many years you get? I want to know.
Well, I hope they don't lynch this poor guy for being rude to the court.
The law in this state allows only one sentence for first-degree murder, and that is life without parole.
Oh, life without parole. They gave him life without his mom. Life without parole.
Oh, no.
Verdict that's been a long time coming for Carlos Magruder's family.
We're blessed as a whole because a lot of families don't get this opportunity to get the verdicts, but I've been waiting. My family, we've been waiting on this for years.
Moments
got
later,
justice.
Juan Cole turned towards our camera and raised his middle finger. That moment wraps up a 2-day trial, walking jurors through the moments leading up to Magruder's death. Prosecutors say it started in November of 2021 when Cole, his girlfriend Kiara Lewis, and Trendarius Brock drove from Texas to Hattiesburg and checked into a hotel. Jurors heard Lewis was posting online ads for prostitution services, with multiple men coming through the hotel room that night and into the next morning. Surveillance video shows a man running away from the hotel room after prosecutors say he robbed and assaulted Kiara Lewis. Moments later, Lewis is also seen running down the hallway on the phone with Cole. That call, prosecutors say, set everything in motion. More video shows Cole running through the hotel lobby, looking for the man responsible before running out the back door. A car then drives through the parking lot. Investigators say that was 37-year-old Carlos Magruder. Cole is seen firing into the vehicle, striking
Fires at a random car. Jesus Christ.
What was that about? I don't get it.
At a Holiday
Was he trying to
Inn.
jack the car and he just shot him for
No, he thought that was the guy who robbed his girlfriend. You didn't see this?
Prosecutors
they
say
said he
it
was being
started in
chased.
November of 2021 when Cole, his girlfriend Kiara Lewis, and Trendarius Brock drove from Texas to Hattiesburg and checked into a hotel. Jurors heard Lewis was posting online ads for prostitution services, with multiple men coming through the hotel room that night and into the next morning. Surveillance video shows a man running away from the hotel room after prosecutors say he robbed and assaulted Kiara Lewis.
That's the guy who robbed his girlfriend, but
right.
He's not the guy in the car. Like he
right.
Say he robbed and assaulted Kiara Lewis. Moments later, Lewis is also seen running down the hallway on the phone with Cole. That call, prosecutors say, set everything in motion. More video shows Cole running through the hotel lobby, looking for the man responsible before.
Like, think about that. Like, you're just gonna show up at a hotel and just, if you find the guy who robbed, you're just gonna shoot him dead right there. Like, how long would he have like if this day never happened, he would be in prison for something else. You can't live like that on the street long. Like, you just gonna like oh, where you at? All right, you at the hotel? All right, come down there brandishing a gun. Where you at? Oh, that's him.
But even that's him. I don't think it was even that. He just shot at the first car that was seen driving away. He figured that's got to be him.
But what I'm yeah, exactly. But what I'm just saying is that like that doesn't last long.
No.
Free. You can't be like, man, if I'd have stayed in bed that day, I would be fine. Nah, nigga, you'd have been in jail the next day.
Yeah.
Or running out the back door. A car then drives through the parking lot. Investigators say
He's
that
probably
was
done things like this
37-year-old
before.
Cole
This is the
Magruder.
time that he got
Cole
caught.
is seen firing into the vehicle, striking Magruder multiple times. His car crashed into a nearby building, and he later died from his injuries. Investigators say he had nothing to do with the assault inside the hotel and was a victim of mistaken identity. Video then shows Cole and Brock waiting in a car as Lewis ran out and jumped in before the three drove off. The state alleges Cole then drove past the crashed vehicle and fired more shots. Investigators say more than a dozen shell casings were later found near the crashed car. In August of 2025, Cole was tracked down by the U.S. Marshals in Oklahoma after years on the run. Wednesday, both sides rested their case, and after an hour and a half of deliberation, the jury returned the guilty verdict. Magruder's family addressed Cole directly in victim impact statements.
I have no remorse. I hope God will take it out of me one day, but the day ain't the day.
And for this family, the fight for justice doesn't end here. Magruder's first cousin, Chris Peanut Newell, was killed in the Heidelberg homecoming shooting last year.
I have to bring Peanut up because he matter. And we got through with this one today, but guess what? Look out, here we come for Peanut.
Juan Cole was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His co-defendants also faced charges. Brock pled guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 20 years. Kiara Lewis pled guilty to accessory after the fact of murder and is still awaiting sentencing, but she could face...
There's no way he's spending his life in prison. There's no way he's going to spend the next 50 to 60 years in prison. He'll get out eventually. There'll be an administration program to let people out early because of whatever. He's not spending the rest of his life in prison. There's no way.
Yeah, but if they said life with the possibility of parole, he could. If they said without the possibility of parole, like he could, like literally stay in jail for the rest of his life. Like he killed someone. He killed the wrong person, and he's defiant about it. He's not sorry about killing the wrong person.
Yeah, that's the 20 or the 18-year-old version of him. In 40 years, someone's going to say, he was just a 17-year-old who threw his life away. We need to let him out. It's coming. He'll be fine. He's not spending the rest of his life in jail.
Man went on live after allegedly harming. Yeah, this guy right here, this is crazy. I saw this earlier. I saw a piece of it.
Rap House TV.
My life, nigga, I just fucking killed my baby mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro. Nigga don't understand, but
he's not even going to rap about it. He's just going to talk about it
TV, nigga, like
on the live stream.
Shout out to MC Productions, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, man. He apparently, what happened was he apparently killed somebody, and his baby mother testified against him, and so he killed her, and yeah, and now here we are.
Somebody you took care of, mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro. Nigga don't understand, but like on TV, nigga, like somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga, the first time she tried to go against me, I took a plea deal so she didn't do it, nigga. That's how bad it hurt me the first time. The first time it hurt me so bad, nigga, I took a plea deal. I was willing to go do 5 years in prison, nigga, just so it didn't show, like, just so that shit didn't hit the net, just so folk didn't know, like, well, your baby mama testified on you, nigga. I took a plea deal. But that hoe was that mad that we couldn't be together, nigga. Like, that mad to the point where she was willing to testify on me, fool. I'm talking on a murder case. She ain't got no knowledge of a fool. She went and told these folks I came to the house throwing up, nigga. I shot so many niggas. There ain't no reason for you to say I went and throw it up, nigga. How many niggas?
He's clearly under a lot of stress. He's having a emotional moment. What do they call it? A crisis. He's in a crisis right now, and he needs some help. This is a son struggling. And that's why he's doing this live.
She went and told these folks I came to the house throwing up. Nigga, I shot so many niggas.
This is
Ain't
going
no
to help
reason
his
for you to
defense.
say I went and throwed up.
He's laying it all out why he did it.
Bitch, I ain't throwed up.
Son jury be like, oh yeah, I feel what he's
This
saying.
bitch so many times. So why the fuck with niggas? Why the fuck would I start throwing up today, bro? You hear me? Man, cuz listen, bro. If y'all need to come down this bitch out, if you fuck me, I love
Rick
you,
James,
but
the
yo,
early
ain't gonna be
years.
no more, bro. I can't live with knowing I did no shit like that. I can't live with knowing that I whacked up for trying to go against me, bro. They go a lie. Nigga, I took care of my child, nigga, on TV. I took care of my child, nigga. She ain't did nothing. She ain't buy my child no clothes or shoes or nothing. Nigga, I bought all that. I ain't no guy, nigga. I don't want none of my homeboy getting on their bed like I'm a guy, nigga. I ain't no guy, nigga. TV, nigga. So many niggas
Can't really
dead
follow
right
what
now.
he's saying.
On my baby, Gabriel Williams, whatever his name is, I whacked him on TV, nigga. 2 shots. I made it first. I hit him.
So he's admitting to the murder that she testified against him for. He's admitting to that now.
I'm a guy, nigga. I ain't no guy, nigga. TB, nigga, so many niggas dead right now. On my baby, Gabriel Williams, whatever his name is, I whacked him on TB, nigga, 2 shots. I made it first. I hit him in the head. The second shot, nigga, killed them on TB, nigga. Whack.
He's clearly been in an emotional crisis for a long time. He's clearly been dealing with a lot of emotional issues for a very long time.
Yeah,
I don't think
he needs a hug, man. We gotta wrap our arms around him. The system is not fair. The system failed him, so. But that's not fair that the system has failed him. I don't know what's wrong. I got this snap fucking glitch on my computer now. Every time I fucking on Twitter and shit.
Nothing on your screen. There's nothing on your screen. You got nothing on your screen right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why does it keep doing that.
There you go.
Yeah. That nigga, he's fucking hey, man. I'm trying to get to the fuck. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Jeez. But yeah, man. I'm trying to figure this out. Great show, man. Great show, guys, man. Great show, man. And he ended up whacking himself.
Oh, he killed himself?
Yeah, he killed himself. Yeah, shortly. So shortly after, that's what I'm looking for the second part. Because he killed himself.
Oh, that's rare. How did he do it?
Oh well, he shot himself. I mean, pretty much. He shot himself.
That's not normal son behavior.
Yeah. Lions are bad, but their reckoning is coming. Let's see if this is the other piece of it.
Stand, but like on TV, nigga, like somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga. The first time she tried to go against.
So that's still part one. Where's part two? YN. Let me see if we can find this YN.
Pretty soon we won't be allowed to say that.
Oh, YN, yeah, it'll be, definitely.
It'll be indicative of racism to use it.
Let me see these YNs right here.
Is he homeless or is he migrant? What have we got here?
Let's see. This is
Did you ask me to eat?
homeless guy.
This is the call to action. Baltimore, Maryland, you guys are up. Many times, a lot of these menaces, these young menaces out here, end up on T-shirts or end up being a hashtag, and then parents having to create a GoFundMe in order to try to raise money for your menace child because of stuff like this right here. So several of y'all tagged me in this post over on Brother Terrence Wren's page. And Terrence Wren, he made a video today, and he asked for our help. So we need to find out two things. One, we need to find out who this brother right here is, because he was sitting on the porch or sitting on the steps. He was eating his food, enjoying his food. I'm pretty sure he paid for that food with his hard-earned money, other than those menaces who are out here doing illegal street pharmacy stuff or probably taking stuff from people. But he used his hard-earned money, eating his food, enjoying his food, looked like he had a hard day at work, and then they're going to kick it out of his hands. So the first thing we want to do is find out who this brother is, because there's a lot of people that want to help him out. We as a village want to help him out. For that one meal that was ruined, we want to give you 1,000 meals, maybe more than that. And for the second thing, we need to find out the names of these people right here so charges can be filed. We need to find out their names. This one right here, that's the one that was recording. Think it's all hee hee ha ha. And the one that did the kicking, the one that kicked the food out of the man's hands, is this menace right here. I almost said something else. And that includes the rest of them, because they all need to be held accountable, every single one of them. And the one that was recording, he goes by Rail NS41. I'm pretty sure his name is probably Tyrell or Montrell or whatever. Anyway, your name is Menace. It's really sad because he has a child. How would you like it if somebody did your child like that? How would you like it if somebody did you like that and you're trying to feed your family? You see, it's funny now, but we all going to get the last laugh. What I found so far is this Rail person lives in Latrobe or Latrobe Homes right there in Baltimore, Maryland. So I know a lot of y'all probably recognize who this is because you know where those homes are right there. There's my email address. Hit me up, because I'm going to pass this information on, not only to Terrence Wren, but to a couple other people, including the police department. But we definitely want to know what this brother's name is. We need to get in touch with him, because there's a lot of people right now, a village, that wants to help him out. So right now, Baltimore, Maryland, this is a call to action. We need boots on the ground. You see something, you say something.
Wow. So what's this guy, man? Oh, they found him? Did they find him? Okay, we found him.
Not only to Terrence Wren, but to a couple other people, including the police department. But we definitely want to know what this brother's name is. We need to get to that today regarding the guy that was sitting on the steps and
I thought he looked like a homeless
kicked
guy.
his food out of his hand. We have a name for him. His name is Leo.
Still there.
And a young lady named Brittany, and I just want to applaud her. Young lady named Brittany reached out not only to myself, but she also reached out to Brother Terrence Wren.
You think this
and
guy's
gave us
not
all
homeless?
the information that we needed as far as Leo. We were going to go live today, but Leo is right now, I think he's just tired. He wanted to go ahead. He already ate and everything. He filled up his belly. So one thing I want to do is shout out to Brittany. She literally put boots on the ground. She got out there. She knows who he is. She went directly to where he was, got his name and everything. She even took him shopping to get some underwear, some socks, things like that. Then she fed him. Here's a couple of videos, because he also said thank you.
Thank you so much for what you've done for me.
But
So I got boxers, and I got shirts, and I got socks.
okay. And then we're gonna go back tomorrow and give Leo a few dollars, and also get him his sweatpants.
Say you love him.
He loves sweatpants, y'all. He loves sweatpants.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
He paid
He
for
did a
those?
story on you, man, on the video. It was mean what those guys did to you.
Yes, sir.
But we just want to make sure that you're okay. We're gonna put together some donations for you. That way you can get as much food as you want, man. Is that okay?
Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
He won the lottery.
All right, Leo. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we is there anything that you need right now, brother, or anything you in need of anything right now?
Yeah, I was hoping that they might actually have the nothing.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm schizophrenic. I was sort of in the middle of like a.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh,
You're
hey, I understand that. But if you need anything, we're going to raise some funds for you, brother. All right?
Yeah.
We're going to raise some funds for you, and we're going to you can get whatever you want, food, clothes, anything. All right?
All right.
Do you know those guys?
No, I don't.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the video to remind you of what happened. So a little bit of things that I did find out about Leo. He is unhoused, but he also has paranoid schizophrenia. And I think he's on the spectrum also. But there's a lot of things that this brother, he has a sweet soul. I mean, just a sweet soul. You know what I'm saying? So we want to help him out as much as we can. We're going to put together a donation site for him. But not only for him, but also for Miss Brittany. Because like I said, she put boots on the ground. And I also want to give a shout out to Ivy Fair. Ivy is meeting up with them tomorrow. She has a care package for him, and she's going to get some other things for this brother. And for those of y'all that are in Baltimore or close to Baltimore, don't forget June the 27th in Druid Hill Park. Brother Terrence Wren is going to be up there doing a United barbecue, and it's free for everybody. Did you hear me when I say that? It is free for everybody. Y'all go over there and support that brother. Now, we're still on a mission to find out who those menaces are because they're going to be held accountable. But I'll bring you guys more as soon as I get more. But don't forget, tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to go live and we're going to have Leo. You know, you can ask him questions, but we can get him to talk and everything. He can tell you a story, hopefully. Let's keep him lifted up in prayer. And we, as a village, we have to take care of our own. Take care of our people. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter who you are, what color you are, whatever. As long as you got a heart that's right, a mindset that is right, we're going to love on you because that's how it is over here. It's called one another stuff.
Mm.
But they got to pay all I'm going to pay. Everybody that's involved, I want them to pay for my son. Everybody that's involved, go pay for my son. Everybody that's involved, go pay for my son. Everybody.
A mother's grief is tangible, the pain unthinkable. For 5 days, Marcavius Rump's family searched for the missing 18-year-old after they say he was last seen Thursday, May 7th, getting into a car with an acquaintance. Then came disturbing information from the community. Fearing he had been badly hurt, the family launched their own search over Mother's Day weekend.
I looked for 5 days for my son with no help from the Eufaula Police Department. No help. Me and my family in the rain on Mother Days. I walked around through woods.
Then Monday, in a muddy wooded area off of White Oak Church Road, their search ended in horror.
They basically burnt my baby, shot my baby, burnt them up and chopped them up.
And you were the one that found.
Yes.
How does a father deal with that?
I'm dealing with it best I can right now.
Tuesday, investigators were back in the woods searching for evidence as the hunt for a killer or killers continues. The family does believe someone known to Marcavius is responsible, but police so far have not named a suspect. Marcavius had just earned his GED and planned to become a welder, a young life cut tragically short.
Wow. Any final thoughts, Jimmy Fields?
Yeah. You know, what was this kid's name? Marquavius? Martravius? He had one of those names, and it just seems like that's like if you name your kid Quavius or Tavius or anything like that, Flavius, anything that sounds like a Roman senator, it's like condemning him. It's like a death sentence. Why would you do that? If you name your kid Mike, or Gary, when was the last time you saw a son man named Gary take the short road?
Robert.
Don't name your kid Quavius or Tavius or anything with an apostrophe. Just don't do it.
Yeah,
anyway, thank you, man. I'll check you again. Check out my channel, Jimmy Fields Productions. Salute to the nation.
Great advice, man. Save Black Time, save Black Channel. Out of here. Subscribe.